Every empire in history has reached a moment where its foundation shakes, not from invasion or war, but from within. In 2025, that moment may be unfolding quietly before our eyes. The United States government has shut down. Millions of federal workers are furloughed. Payments are delayed. Agencies have gone dark. And somewhere in the fog, whispers grow louder. Could this shutdown be more than political theater? Could it be the quiet ignition of a new global financial system? For most Americans, a government shutdown feels like dysfunction. But to those watching the deeper layers of global finance, this could be the perfect storm. The kind of controlled chaos that allows transformation to unfold unnoticed. When the system pauses, hidden systems are tested. When the lights go out, the architects move in the dark. Look closer, and you'll see what's really on the table. The old financial system, built on debt, taxes, and trust in paper, is showing its age. The treasury is bleeding cash, inflation remains sticky, and foreign nations are de-dollarizing at record pace. BRICS alliances, CBDCs, tokenized assets, and digital rails are rising as governments search for control in the chaos. Ripple's technology, ISO 2022 compliant payment systems, and real-time settlement networks like XRP Ledger are quietly being connected across banks and borders. While politicians argue on camera, engineers are wiring the next system in silence. During a shutdown, the world doesn't stop, but oversight does. Regulators like the SEC, CFTC, and Commerce Department go quiet. Markets drift, approvals freeze, and in that lull, innovation breathes. The same pause that halts federal offices gives blockchain networks a chance to accelerate, unrestrained by daily interference. In the shadows of shutdowns, new money moves can take shape. Digital liquidity corridors, stablecoin pilots, tokenized bonds, and CBDC cross-tests. It's the perfect cover for change. History shows this pattern clearly. The 2008 crash birthed Bitcoin. The pandemic accelerated digital payments. Every disruption opens a door, and those who step through early rewrite the rules. Now in 2025, with the world's largest economy temporarily offline, the stage is set for a massive shift. Could this be the stress test before the switch is flipped? Imagine this: the government reopens, but the old paper rails can't meet new demands. The dollar's trust erodes further. Institutions facing liquidity risk adopt tokenized assets as collateral. Payment corridors begin to settle in real time. And quietly, the backbone of the next system, blockchain-based settlement ledgers, takes over behind the scenes. No grand announcement, no fireworks, just the slow replacement of old code with new. The shutdown becomes a reboot. Yet there's a paradox. To the public, it looks like dysfunction. To insiders, it's design. The same narrative that sparks panic also creates consent for change. Once people lose faith in government stability, they beg for something stronger, faster, smarter, a system that can't shut down. Enter the programmable money era. Digital currencies backed by code instead of Congress, running 24/7 across borders, immune to politics but obedient to algorithms. It's poetic, really. The system that once required debt ceilings and government votes now moves to a world where liquidity flows automatically, audited in real time, controlled by data rather than debate. The same way the internet replaced newspapers. This next step replaces financial intermediaries with digital protocols, and the shutdown. It is the symbolic collapse of the old guard, a warning that centralized dependence has reached its limit. So while the public fights over which side is to blame, the truth may be larger. The US shutdown could be the first domino, the moment that exposes the fragility of the old system and opens the runway for the next. A hybrid of public-private digital rails, tokenized liquidity, and real-time cross-border settlement. Not chaos, transition, because in every reset there's opportunity. And when the lights go out, the builders aren't sleeping. They're updating the code that runs the world. If you believe the new system is already being built in the shadows, you're not crazy, and you're early. Subscribe to LTL Productions for more deep dives into the truth behind the financial reset.